Good day everyone. So today we'll be tackling about ethical principles and issues in business. So the first principle is the principle of fairness and justice. So justice means giving people what they deserve, and it's about treating everyone equally and with respect. So in business, this principle often means making decisions based on what is right and fair rather than personal feelings or interests. So, for example, equal pay for equal work. For example, ang usa ka cashier is nagtrabaho sa jag 40 hours per week. Unya ang lain pud nga cashier nagtrabaho same maghapon, nagtrabaho pud og 40 hours per week. So dapat ang ilahang sweldo is the same ra. Because this principle is grounded in the idea that people should be compensated based on their work, time, and effort. So, since pareha man sila, ang ilang trabaho is cashier, pareha po sila nga 40 hours a week ang trabaho. So, dapat same ra jud pod ilang sweldo. However, ma-complicated din siya if ang nature sa job is different. For example, ang doctor is mas dako og kita kaysa sa secretary. Kay man magdepende man pud na sa ilahang education and then sa specialized skills and expertise. So, while the pay isn't equal, kaya ang teachers is 25,000 per month, maybe ang minimum. And ang doctor is mas higher pa dyan na siya, pero dili na siya unequal ang payment. Kay lahi-lahi man sila og trabaho. Mas mo take time man ang pagskwela sa doctor and then very difficult man ilang trabaho, so dapat compensated na po sa unsa ka difficult ang ilang trabaho sa ilang sweldo. So in a democratic society, justice ensures that decisions are made based on fairness and not personal bias or favoritism. If a manager decides to promote based solely on personal preference or who they like the most, that would be unfair and unjust. A fair process ensures that promotions are based on merit and qualifications, not feelings. So dapat ang pag-promote, ang promotion nga mahitabo sa usa ka company is dapat fair jud siya, no? Di siya kay tungod sa connection or tungod kay kaila niya like manager nga na, or ang supervisor, ang director, ang CEO nga na, dapat based on ilahang capabilities. So next principle is the principles of utilitarianism. So decisions should favor the majority's benefit, maximizing overall happiness. Actions negatively impacting the majority are considered unethical. Business strategies often align with utilitarian ideals, prioritizing shareholder and stakeholders' benefits. For example, na ang company is nag-implement siya og bag-o nga policy. So, dapat kana siya nga ilang gi-implement is favorable na siya sa kadaghanan. For example, let's say a company has to cut costs to avoid layoffs, and one of the options is reducing hours for some employees. While this change might be difficult for those few employees, if it saves the company from going bankrupt, allowing everyone else to keep the job, the decision might be justified based on utilitarianism. The idea is that the long-term benefit for the majority outweighs the short-term inconvenience for the few. So for example, supposedly na ay mga temporary workers. Ang temporary workers is ilarang gi-cut offan instead of mo duty sila for maybe like 8 hours, ilan nang gihimong 5 kay para makasave sila og money, and then mo trabaho ra sila maybe like 4 times a week or ingana. So para makasave sila og money, which is makatabang sa company, especially kung padung na siya mabankrupt. So makatabang ni siya sa kadaghanan, pero inconvenient siya sa gamay ra nga like pipila ra ka employee. So gi-consider ni siya nga justifiable based sa utilitarianism nga principle. And however, according to HIAT 2018, if an action unfavorably affects the majority, then it is morally wrong. So for example, if ang pag-cut off nila sa duty hours sa mga employee is naka-inconvenience siya sa kadaghanan, makonsider na siya nga unethical. Or for example, if ang decision nga mo increase sila og kanang product prices benefits a few top executives but hurts many customers and employees, this could be seen as an ethical decision because it harms the majority. So ang ilaharang mas gipalabon is kadto mga top executives, the more nga taas ang prices is like maka-profit sila mas dali, pero sakit man siya sa bulsa sa mga employees and also to the customers. So consider ni siya unethical based sa utilitarianism principle.
Okay, so good day to everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Jenebel Hinautan Lane, and for today, I am going to report the continuation of our presentation, which is all about the principles of deontology. So the definition of deontology ethics based on adherence to rules and duties, and irrespective of outcome. So deontology is an ethical theory that focuses on following rules and duties. So regardless of the consequences, it's about doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, even if it doesn't lead to the best outcome. So the moral obligations, the actions are judged as ethical if they fulfill duties not based on results. So moral obligations in deontology are about doing your duty, not about the outcome. So an action is considered ethical if it follows the rules and fulfills your responsibilities, even if it doesn't lead to the best result. So here is the examples: the healthcare professionals' commitment to patient care, even under the risk. So it reflects deontological principles. So, for example, think of a doctor who risks getting sick to care for a patient with a contagious disease. So this is deontology in action. So the doctor is fulfilling their duty to help the patient, even though it puts them at risk. So the focus is on the duty, not the outcome. So another is the principles of individual rights. So all humans are entitled to govern their lives and pursue happiness irrespective of gender. So individual rights mean that every person, regardless to their gender, has the right to make choices about their own life and pursue their own happiness. So it's about having control over your own decisions and being free to live your life the way you want. So the ethical obligations rights, denying rights is unethical and illegal under the business standards and laws. So ethical obligations include respecting everyone's rights. Denying someone their rights is wrong. So both morally, the unethical, and legally illegal. So this applies to businesses as well. They must follow ethical standards and laws when dealing with people. So here is the examples in businesses. So promoting diversity and inclusivity ensures respect for individual rights within organization. So think of a company that actively hires people from different backgrounds and creates a welcoming environment for everyone. So this is an example of respecting individual rights in business. They are promoting diversity and inclusivity, which means everyone feels valued and regardless of their differences.
Common ethical business practices. 1. using or taking someone else's property or belonging to both physical and intellectual property. 2. Deceitful acts, ignoring immoral conduct or unethical behavior, and inappropriate behavior and corruption. 3. False information or exaggeration. Example, fake news, false advertisement, and exploitation. Example, child labor, sexual abuse. 4. Hiding or divulging information. Example, reporting to work without declaring that you have a communicable disease. 5. Unfair treatment of workers. Example, excessive working hours, demeaning wages, violating rules. And the last one is providing false information, telling the customer that counterfeit product is original.
Good day, everyone. I am Trishan M. Harna, and the title of our report is The Ethical Principles and Issues in Business. And my topic is about the examples of Code of Conduct for SMEs. So, here's the example of Code of Conduct for SMEs. So, first we have the zero tolerance for corruption. Second, creating a culture of honesty, integrity, and fairness. Third, we have the financial reporting, transparency, prohibiting any act of unfair competitions. Fourth, we have the cultivating equality in terms of recruitment, hiring, work, assignment, promotion, wage, salary, and termination. Fifth, we had the compliance with all applicable laws and regulations set by the government. Next, we have committed to a safe and healthy work environment wherein all employees are protected from any work-related hazard. Also, we have the restricted agreements with third parties, which means there should be no individual engaged in any activities that violate restricted agreements for the benefit of a third party. And we have also penalizing officials who use their position of power for his interests or favoring relatives. So we also have prohibits from soliciting or accepting any advantages from a person having business dealings with the company. And next, we have the prohibiting the employees to use the company's physical properties for personal use or selling for his gain. And we have the compliance with the code of conduct, the conflict of interest, any individual who uses his position for his benefits or favoring his relatives or friends. We have also handling property information. Employees make sure that the company's sensitive and confidential documents and information should sufficient protection. And all individuals who violate the code of conduct will be subject to the disciplinary action or sanctions under the labor law. Outside employment or employees should seek permission and guidance for the company for any other work transaction outside the company, and considering that there is no conflict of interest.
Corporate social responsibility definition. CSR is an integral part of business ethics in which a company has obligations and responsibilities to improve its nearby community in a manner of monetary donation, scholarship, environment improvements. What's the purpose of CSR? The purpose of CSR is business thrive because of the community. Giving back is an ethical responsibility. CSR adds social value and aligns with the company's mission. Who benefits the CSR? These are the 4 benefits of the CSR. Employees working for a company that has a good public image boosts their morale. Second is a society. A company with a strong CSR reach the community to improve and lighten up the burden of society. penalizing officials who use their position of power for his interest, or favoring relatives. Third is the business, taking part in the community and providing positive social value creates make loyalty. Lastly is the non-profit organization. CSR initiative help non-profit organization through the scholarship programs, donation and services.
Good day everyone. My name is Catherine J. Byron. Today I am going to discuss my assigned topic, which is the types of CSR initiatives. There are 5 types of CSR initiatives. First is philanthropic efforts. Philanthropic efforts is a companies donate to charitable institutions, relief aids, and building houses. So in a concise meaning of a philanthropic efforts, it is refers to act of generosity and kindness aimed at improving the well-being of others. This can involve donating money, time, or resources to charitable causes, volunteering for community service, or supporting social initiatives. Second is volunteerism. Volunteerism, companies encourage their employees to render hours of volunteer works to the community. So, ang volunteerism is the unpaid and voluntary contribution of time and effort to benefit others to or a cause. It involves actively participating in activities that serve the community or a specific organization without expecting any monetary compensation. And the third one is environmental leadership. It is a companies take the initiative to take the lead in environmental sustainability and protection. So, in a concise word, environmental leadership it is refers to taking a proactive and influential role in protecting and preserving the environment. This involves advocating for sustainable practices, promoting environmental awareness, and inspiring others to act responsibly towards the planet. And the fourth one is ethical labor practices. It is a companies have a strong foundation on the principles of work ethics. So ethical labor practices refers to fair and just treatment of workers and all aspects of employment. This includes providing safe working conditions, fair wages, respecting human rights, and promoting ethical sourcing and production processes. And the last one we have here, economic responsibility. It is committed to paying their taxes, paying the employees competitive wages. So ang economic responsibility refers to acting in a way that consider that the long-term economic well-being of individuals, communities, and the environment. It involves making sound financial decisions, promoting sustainable economic growth, and ensuring equitable distribution of resources. That's all. Thank you and have a good day.